Welcome back to my cooking channel, Katie Cooks Easy Recipes. Today I've got a really good recipe. It's budget friendly, it's super healthy, it's my Fakeaway Doner Kebab. But before we get to the recipe, don't forget at the end of the video to like, share and subscribe. Okay, so this recipe is going to make two big fat kebabs. So you want about 450 grams of lamb mince. You can swap that out for beef. We've got 2 teaspoons of paprika, 2 teaspoons of ground coriander, 1 teaspoon of ground cumin, 1 teaspoon of ground cinnamon, a teaspoon of chili flakes, 2 teaspoons of garlic puree and lots of salt and pepper. You really want to get some seasoning into this. That way you'll get some real great flavour and you won't just be tasting lamb. Now we need to mix it all together and get it into a nice compact patty. We don't really want any air gaps in there, or when we slice it after it's cooked it'll crumble and fall apart. So there's 2 ways to do it: the good old fashioned way by your hands, or if you do have a food processor available, I find that this does make it a lot easier, and it does actually turn the meat into more like a paste, so it's easier to compact together, ready for cooking. So just pop your meat into your food processor and pulse until everything's well mixed and you end up with something looking like this. That'll make the meat super easy to work with. Next up, grab a loaf tin, and if you don't have one of those available, just grab yourself some tin foil. Try and make the meat into like a nice brick shape and then wrap it in tin foil. But if you do have a loaf tin, get all your meat in there and push it all together. I know it doesn't look particularly appetising at the moment, but you can already see that the meat's taken on all those lovely flavours and spices. It's changed colour completely. So we're just going to pop that in the oven now. It takes around about 20 minutes, and in the meantime we're going to make a delicious homemade garlic yoghurt dip. So grab 2 large tablespoons of natural yoghurt, and of course we want this garlic yoghurt sauce to taste really punchy and of lots of garlic. So we want 3 cloves. You can use a little bit less if you like. So we're going to just use the microplane here to grate them really finely, and then pop that into your yoghurt. And then you want a good grind of salt. Yep, we do want to season this. And then the last ingredient is a good glug of extra virgin olive oil. About a tablespoon will be fine. And then just grab a spoon and get that all mixed together until it's well combined and it starts to look like this. And then just set that to one side in the fridge until we're ready to assemble our kebab. Now our meat is ready and out of the oven, and it looks like this. I know there's a lot of oil in there, so we're actually going to take it out and put it on some kitchen towel. I'm going to drain some of that excess fat off. And then you need to grab yourself a really nice sharp knife and slice it as finely as you can. Those first 2 bits I sliced a little bit too fine. But as you can see, after a couple of slices, you'll begin to get in your rhythm. And then we're going to have what resembles slightly, at the moment, doner kebab meat. And I'm going to show you a secret in a minute to take it from this, which already tastes delicious, but we're going to make it even more authentic, like the kebab shop takeaways. Get yourself a nice hot pan and add in just a drizzle of that leftover lamb fat from our baking tray, and we're just going to heat that up. Once it's hot, add in your slices of lamb kebab, and we're just going to cook those. And what will happen is you'll get all these lovely little crunchy bits. It will add more texture, it'll add more flavour, and it will just make it taste a little bit more like the good stuff from the kebab shop that we're trying to recreate here. Once they begin to cook, you just flip them over with a spatula until they're nice and crispy on both sides. As you can see, it already looks a lot tastier than before. I like to mix mine up a little bit, and I'll have some crunchy bits, and then I'll just have some bits that I've sliced straight off of the big block of lamb. And then in the same pan, wipe away any excess oil, and you just want to heat up your tortilla wrap. I know some people have kebabs in pita breads, but I quite like mine in a wrap. And as you can see, we're ready to assemble. So we've got our delicious meat there that's looking all crispy and delicious, and some of the kebab salad favourites like cucumber, lettuce, shredded red cabbage and some tomatoes. I don't know what you like in your kebab, but this is a selection of my favourite salad bits. So here you can see I'm just assembling my kebab. I really can't wait to eat this. It looks a little bit dry at the moment, but don't worry, because we're going to add that delicious garlic yogurt sauce, and obviously you've got to have a little bit of hot sauce in your kebab. So there we are there. I'm finishing it off with some tomatoes, which I'm also going to give a little crack of salt over, because unseasoned tomatoes are just a bit boring. On goes the star of the show, that kebab meat. And I'm really going to pile up my meat because it's a homemade kebab and no one's going to charge me extra for extra meat, so great. And then on top of that, some lovely punchy garlic yogurt sauce, which is absolutely delicious with the salad and the meat. And then some hot sauce. And then I'm going to actually very badly attempt to roll it up and seal it. I really do need to start looking at videos of how to roll like burritos, really, because this is a really poor effort. I should have probably put the sauce on first so it wouldn't be all over my fingers. But there you go, we're trying our best here. It's just a Fakeaway. So we've got it rolled up and we're going to slice into it and see what it looks like. Here we go, let's take a look. Hopefully it won't all fall out of the ends. And there you go. A delicious Fakeaway Doner Kebab. Don't forget to like, share and subscribe if you like this easy recipe.